From backyard Barbies to volunteer halls, you can hear that spirit in the weekend calls. Doesn't take gold, just a soul that cares. They're doing good stuff everywhere.
Yes, indeed. This is our segment where we highlight someone who's doing good stuff. And today we won't tell people yet who Cyril Callister is. We'll come to that in a moment. But representing the Cyril Callister Foundation, we have got Liza Robinson on the phone. Hello, Liza.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. Now, I have asked Rob, does he know who Cyril Callister is? And he goes, no. So I'm going to give him a massive hint by playing this.
We're happy little Vegemites, as bright as bright can be. We all enjoy our Vegemite for breakfast, lunch and tea.
The stressing part is he's marching around saluting at the moment.
Every single week because we love our Vegemite. We all adore our Vegemite. It puts a rose in every tree. It puts a rose in every tree. It puts a rose in every tree.
Vegemite, the delicious spread, provides the vitamin B1 your family needs daily. Be sure you put Vegemite next to the pepper and salt whenever you set the table.
Now, as a community radio station that can't promote products, there are other spreads you can put on your toast in the morning. However, Liza, tell us who the blazes is Cyril Callister?
Cyril Callister is the man who invented Vegemite.
Well, he deserves a gold star.
He does, doesn't he? Yep, he certainly does.
Originally called, of course, Pa Will, because Ma might, but Pa will.
All right.
Originally, that was what it's called originally. Rob doesn't believe me.
No, I don't.
Ah,
I'll Google later.
and they switched it back again to Vegemite because it wasn't very successful, that campaign.
So let's pull all these strings together. Vegemite, volunteer, Cyril Callister, Liza Robinson. Please explain.
Please explain. Yeah, well, it is a bit of a story. Thank you. So I moved to the Pyrenees Shire in regional Victoria about 11 years ago as a tree changer from Melbourne, and I was driving around the little country towns around where I'd bought a little hobby farm, and I saw this sign on the side of the road that said, "The man who invented Vegemite was born here." And I was like, wow, really? I never even knew there was an inventor of Vegemite, and I certainly didn't know that he lived in Shute just down the road. So I started doing some research and everything, and then basically I decided this was going to be my new project, and so I was going to set up a museum and a cafe to celebrate the life and legacy of Cyril Callister and Vegemite here in Beaufort, and that's how it all started. So, as I said, that was 11 years ago now. It's been a very long journey. We are a not-for-profit charity, the Cyril Callister Foundation, and I'm the lead volunteer on the project, and I've been doing it for nearly 11 years. It's lots and lots of work, but very, very rewarding. And I have a team of amazing volunteers that have helped the project from all across the community here. And we've pretty much achieved my vision, I guess you could say. Like we're in an old retro 50s petrol station on the main highway in Beaufort. It's all brightly coloured in our fantastic Vegemite colours, and people come here and they learn about the history of Cyril and how it all started and how his family came here from the Isle of Man, and he went on to be one of Australia's most famous scientists. So he also invented the process here in Australia for Kraft block cheese, another Australian favourite.
Oh, and put those two together on a bit of fresh toast. My goodness gracious me.
The only cheese I've ever been able to eat.
Exactly.
I can't eat other cheese, but I can eat that, so it mustn't have much dairy in it.
Oh, it is magnificent.
Yeah.
What a combination. Hey, Liza, I'm just going to give you a little clue. Hopefully you're at work on the 19th of June, because I'm going to be driving through your town and I'm coming to visit you.
Oh, great. 19th of June. What day is that?
That's a Friday.
I won't be here, actually.
No.
One of my other volunteers will be here, though. I'll let her know.
That'll be fine.
Funny how you were available on the 19th until Rob said he was coming through your town. That's often happens.
Yeah, no.
Now, just tell us a bit about what what you do there. What's the experience like for me when I go there on the 19th?
Right. So we've just instigated a self-guided tour program that you can actually come in and give us a few gold coins, which we would greatly appreciate. And then you can scan a little QR code, and then you can follow some yellow arrows around the building, and it sort of gives you a little bit of information about Cyril's life and how they moved here. And there's family photographs here. There's, of course, lots of fantastic Vegemite memorabilia and craft memorabilia, actually, as well, that people have donated. I mean, we get donations from all over the world, people that find us on our social media platforms. We're under Cyril Callister Museum, and they're driving by and they drop in things. We're always getting all sorts of things, and everybody's name is on everything that's here in the museum, so they're part of the community behind the project. So it definitely has been very much a community-driven project, and as I said, the vitalness and the importance of the volunteers that keep it open for us. I mean, I can't get enough volunteers. It's the same. Everybody's got the same problem. We're an ageing demographic. People are either tired or they're busy with other projects they're working on, and they just don't have 4 hours, to come and open the museum for us. And it's difficult, because people say, why don't you open more often? Oh, we came by, but you weren't open. I'm like, oh, look, I'd love to open.
In fact, if you come around one day, I'll show you how to open it.
Exactly. Well, I just updated my volunteer instructions in the hope that it'll put out energy for some more volunteers. But it's so rewarding. I mean, a lot of people say, why have you done it? Why do you do it, Liza? And I'm like, well, actually, because it brings me joy. I mean, for the whole community, for the retailers in our little country town, it brings positivity. The people that are driving through that can go, oh, wow, I never knew there was this museum that celebrated Vegemite and all this sort of stuff. And they come in here and they're like, wow, look at this. This is insane. And it is a bit insane. But they all go out feeling good. And the jingle that you just played before, it plays consistently on a reel here. Everybody comes in.
Sorry to do that to you then this morning.
Oh, no, it's okay. But I sort of said to myself, like, people say to me, you sure you don't go mad listening to that 24/7? I'm like, actually, it's sort of become part of my psyche.
It's the white noise in the background.
Anymore. Yeah, exactly. I don't even hear it anymore. But people love it, and they dance around. We have people turn up in Vegemite colours. They dance they've got costumes. Sometimes they come and, they're all sorts of crazy. Nothing's crazy, really. Everything's like, yeah, it's wonderful. And so the volunteers that work here, it also makes them feel good because everybody just loves it. They love the uniqueness of it, the colour, the energy, and so they love being here. So a couple of the people that volunteer here are single people, mature, and they don't get out as much as probably as they used to, and so they love that social interaction. And
Liza, it is Volunteers Week, and we want to highlight that. And I think, just mentioning to our fair, I think COVID sort of broke a bit of a natural cycle for people to learn the joy of volunteering and then naturally move into it. We've got to try and get people to understand what you just said then is actually a real feeling. There's a great buzz in giving to organisations like yours.
It is. It is. It's very much that sort of circular program. And the other thing that too, apart from the fact that, as I said, this is a real history. This person was really born here. This is not something we've sort of fabricated. There's a real connection to our little country town. Both it's a very historical little town. So it gives a lot of, I think, town pride to the people that live in the region. And we are in a beautiful little town. And of course, a percentage of the money that we generate out of this project goes back into the community again in the form of scholarships for regional youth to study science. And in 3.5 years the museum's physically been open, we've given away our third scholarship last week at Federation University in Ballarat to a young girl, because we're trying to inspire young people to get into science and to study science, and that's how Cyril got his break, so that's why we want to keep that circle going. So it is, we have the Girl Guides come here and do painting with Vegemite, and the Apex Club, who are another group that do volunteering, helped us initially clean the building up. The CWA occasionally do their bake stand out the front. So, we really work with a lot of the other volunteer community groups in the area to sort of support them as well. So it's very much, it's great. It's a wonderful project, and it really does. It's a really good, feel-good project, I'd never done as much volunteering in my life until I moved here. So.
Well, it's a great way also to find yourself, some friends if you've just moved into a place like Beaufort, from somewhere. We need to wind things up, unfortunately, Liza. I do want to congratulate you and then ask you a question. Congratulations on continuing to call the product Vegemite and not Vegemite, like everyone has now decided it should be called. Secondly, the question is, if you were to give 0 to I've waved the top of the Vegemite jar over the top of a piece of toast, to a 10 being I can't actually see the toast, what's the correct amount of Vegemite put on a bit of toast?
About a 2.
Oh, see, I'm an 8.
For me.
I'm an 8.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a 5 if you put craft cheese. Otherwise, it's a 7 or an 8.
So it goes up with craft cheese or goes down?
No, it goes down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm with you. You need less, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you need less with the creech. But that combination is an Australian icon.
Indeed, as was Cyril Callister. Liza, thanks for telling you about him. Now, I'm right in saying I think if I'm coming from Ballarat on the Western Highway, it is before you get to the shopping area of Beaufort, just before that, isn't it? Just before the supermarket.
Exactly, yep.
On the left-hand side in an old servo.
I'm visiting. Liza, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you at some other stage in that little beautiful country municipality.
Thank you very much. And to everybody, please, continue to...
Get over there.
Need you.
It's less than an hour. Get over. Thanks, Liza. Talk soon.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye.